Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to pick out my February TBR and I'll be using this TBR jar. I made some little notes in there. I believe there are around 27. I'm going to pick a note and pick a book based on that note. So I'm really excited for today's video. I really can't wait to see what books I'll be reading, or at least try to read. Usually I don't read too much in a month, but I really want to challenge myself and see if I can finally read some more and, you know, spend less time on my phone. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so let's pick the first one. Not going to look. Feel this one. Let's see. Oh, that's exciting. It's a reread. There you go. Okay, so let's see. I don't have all my books here. There's some over there, some over there, so I can't really show that, but I think I have one in mind. So the book I have in mind that's a reread for me is The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. It's the first part in the trilogy, and I've mentioned this one in my 26 books for 2026 as well. So yeah, I think this is a perfect fit. I'm so excited to read this again. I'm a Tolkien fan. What can I say? I'm so excited. I love it so much, and I want to read this with audiobook as well because Andy Serkis is the narrator of this book. So that's going to be loads of fun. So yeah, I'm really excited. I got a reread and I'm going for The Lord of the Rings. Okay, let's pick the second one. Going for this one. Let's see. Ooh, a book with a food or drink on the cover. Ooh, that might be a challenge. Okay, food or drink. Okay, I'm going to search for a book and I will be right back. Okay, so I'm hoping there's one with maybe a coffee cup on it, or I don't know, maybe a pastry. I really don't know if I have anything with food. Okay, so there's coffee cup, tea mug on it, so maybe that one. I really thought I would have more with maybe coffee on it, but I'll see if I have another one. Those are many books I've already read. Classics don't really have something on it. This one, no. Okay, this really is a challenge. Let me see. Okay, in the end I found two books with a drink on it. The first one is Murder at the Bookstore. It has the tiniest mug of tea or coffee or whatever this drink is on the cover. It's such a cute cover. The cat is so adorable. Anyway, so maybe this one. Or I also found Agatha Christie's Five Little Pigs, and it's a bit more obvious that it has a drink on it. Yeah, so Murder at the Bookstore is by Sue Minix, and it's about a crime writer, and I believe, let's see, finding sanctuary in a local bookstore. With an endless supply of coffee, Jen waits impatiently for inspiration to strike, but then an actual murder happens. So, quite inspiring, I guess, but they try to solve it. So, I mean, since it says coffee, I'm going to assume that it has a coffee cup on there. Five Little Pigs is a 21st birthday is time for celebration, a time to look forward to the future, to marrying your fiancé, a time to forget that your father was poisoned by your mother and that she died in prison when you were only 5 years old. It says coming of age, and Hercule Poirot is the detective. I absolutely love the books in which Poirot is the one who solves the murder, so also really excited for this one. And I think I'm going to pick Christie's Five Little Pigs because the drink is a bit more obvious. Yeah, it's also quite a short read, so that's really nice as well since I'm going to pick up more books this month. So yeah, drink on the cover, Five Little Pigs. Then let's pick the next one. I don't know how many I'm going to pick. Maybe 8, maybe 10. I'm not sure yet. Let's see. Ooh, a book a friend recommended. Doesn't really focus, but believe me, it says it on it. Immediately two books come to mind by the same friend. Let me get those. Okay, so the next two books have been recommended to me by the same friend, and the first one is Interview with the Vampire. it's about vampires. I absolutely adore vampires. So yeah, it follows, I believe, multiple vampires, and they interview them, as the title suggests, and you just kind of see inside the mind of a vampire what it's like to be both monster and human. Just, yeah, it gives a very interesting insight into a vampire's life, what it's like to never age. And yeah, it sounds really, really interesting, really inspiring as well. It's also not too big, so that's quite nice. The letters are quite small though, but okay, I might pick this one. It sounds really interesting. Yeah, so maybe this one. The next one is The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. Interview with the Vampire is by Anne Rice, by the way. And this is about a fae world. I believe human. Is she human? Well, a girl ends up in the fae world, I believe. It's kind of the standard fae TikTok books you see nowadays. But she absolutely loves this one. She loves the characters. She loves how the fae is actually quite mean. Then some books the fae are not actually that mean, they just kind of joke around. But I believe he's really mean in this one, and it says the cruel prince, so he should actually be very cruel. This one sounds like a lot of fun as well. She's been talking about this one a lot. She has a special edition, I believe, as well. I don't know. Both sound so cool. I think I'm going to pick The Cruel Prince because she's been talking about that a bit more lately. I don't know, I'm also quite in the mood for a fantasy, maybe a lighter read than Interview with the Vampire. I think this is quite dark topics, quite intense, and this is just a bit of a lighter read, besides that he's being cruel, of course. So yeah, I've not really read that many fae books before. I did read A Court of Thorns and Roses, did not really like that one, so I really hope I like this one more. But yeah, I think this is quite fun to read since it's quite different from the books that I usually read. So yeah, the third book is The Cruel Prince. And let's pick the fourth one. Let's see. Okay. It says a romance novel. I don't really read romance usually, so it's a nice challenge to try romance to see if I like it. I don't own that many romance novels, so yeah, I have to see which one I can find and which one I'm going to be reading. Okay, I found one. It's My Roommate is a Vampire. Like I said, I love vampires. I can't help it. It's so cute. I love the cover. It's by Jenna Levine, and like the title suggests, it's about a vampire who is this girl's roommate. The only thing I remember is that he likes Taylor Swift, I believe. It sounds really fun. I hope I enjoy it. Like I said, I don't really read romance, but this sounds like quite a fun read, an easy read as well. I think I will fly through this. But yeah, I just really hope I like this. But a bit like The Cruel Prince, it's quite different from what I usually read, so I think it's a nice change in genre. And yeah, it sounds cute. I hope I like it. We'll see. Okay, now for the fifth one. What does it say? Ah, a book with a pink cover. There we go. Too bad I already picked this one, because I don't know if I own that many pink books, but I'll have to see. Yeah, I'm going to look for a few and we'll be right back. Turns out I own like 2 pink books, 3 if you count this one as well. The first one is not that pink, but it's The Safekeep by van der Woude. I got this in Ireland. It's also in my 26 books for 2026 video. It's a Dutch author who debuted in English, so that's why I got it initially. But it's a sapphic book. It's I believe in the war, maybe just after, but I believe this is really, really beautiful. It's quite popular as well. Won a prize, and it's in every bookstore basically. But like I said, it's not really that pink. Spine is pink and here a bit, but without the dust jacket. It's brown, so I don't know if this really counts as a pink book, which is too bad because I really, really wanted to read this one. But the other one that I found, which is actually pink, is Death of a Bookseller. You might say it's in some, it might look a bit purple, but it's a very bright neon pink, I'd say. Yeah, it's about a bookseller who's obsessed with true crime, not really interested in making friends. She's the company she needs in her serial killer books, murder podcasts, and her pet snail Bleep. So that's Bleep. That sounds so cute. But then she meets Laura, who smells like roses, carrying a cute literary tote bag. She's everyone's favorite bookseller, but beneath the shiny veneer, Roach senses a dark within Laura. The same darkness Roach possesses, and Roach's curiosity blooms into morbid obsession. It becomes clear that she is prepared to infiltrate Laura's life at any cost. So that sounds really interesting, really cool, kind of thriller-esque. I don't know what she will do. So yeah, it says, would you kill for a good story? So maybe there's murder on it. I mean, if Laura's the bookseller, then she might die, you know? Anyways, since this one is more pink than a safe keep, I think for the sake of this challenge, I will have to go for this one. It's been on my shelf for quite some time, so yeah, I'm quite excited to read this one actually. So let's pick this one. Okay, next little note is this one. Says, a book that became a movie or a TV show. Okay, I found two that I really want to read. The first one is Hamnet by Maggie O'Farrell. So this movie is either out or almost coming out. It's about Shakespeare's son, who I believe only got to be 11, and it's a very beautiful story, very sad. Also have this one in my 26 books for 2026 video. So yeah, I really want to read this one. I think it's going to be stunning. I don't know, I'm so excited for this one. I've heard so many good things about the book and the movie, so I don't know, maybe I should pick this one. But yeah, the other one that I picked is Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. Also really want to read this one. It's been on my bookshelf for ages. I think it's one of the first classics I owned, probably. There's going to be a movie out of this as well. I believe Margot Robbie is in it. I'm so excited to see it. So yeah, Wuthering Heights, it says, it begins as a man is forced to shelter at a strange grim house on the Yorkshire moors during a snowstorm. There he discovers the tempestuous events that took place there years before, the intense love between Catherine Earnshaw and the foundling Heathcliff, her betrayal of him, and how his terrible revenge continues to haunt the present. Sounds amazing. I'm so excited for this one as well. I don't know if I can choose between these two. So I really don't know which one to pick. Why is this so stressful? I don't know. Okay. How many pages? About 350. This one also about 350, so it doesn't really matter which one I'm going to read. So yeah, I think because I got Hamnet quite recently, I'm going for this one, and I'm hoping I pick another prompt so I can read Wuthering Heights as well. But yeah, I'm going to pick Hamnet. Okay, so we have 6 books now, and I'm going to either pick 2 more or up to 10. But yeah, the next one is going to be this. It's a horror book. If it wants. There you go. Okay, so I do have a thriller and a crime, but not a horror. Okay, I found quite a few, but I picked 3 to choose from. The first one is Stephen King's The Shining. I can't believe I haven't read this yet. It's very cute, pocket edition. So it's about a family who spends some time in a hotel and very creepy stuff starts to happen. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure almost everyone knows what this one is about, I think. Yeah, I'm really excited to read this one. So yeah, I've been wanting to read this one for quite a while now, but I don't know if I should pick this one or one of the others, because we also have The Black Phone by Joe Hill, which is, as you might know, Stephen King's son. There's the film of this one as well. It's about, I believe, children who are kidnapped. Yeah, this one is about John Finney. He's 13, alone in desperate trouble. For 2 years now, someone has been stalking the boys of Galesburg, stealing them away, never to be seen again. That sounds really interesting as well, really cool. I don't know if I'm in the mood for this one. It sounds really cool, but... So yeah, this is an option as well. And we also have My Heart is a Chainsaw by Stephen Graham Jones. I have this as an ebook as well, which makes it really, really tempting to choose this one. It's about Jay Daniels. He's an outcast, half Indian, with an abusive father and absent mother. And yeah, he's just obsessed with horror films and the history and slashers and everything. I believe he's going on the spree himself. Yeah, sounds really cool. I have an ebook of this, which makes it easier to read. I have this one on my shelf for quite some time now. Sounds really interesting as well. Or the well-known Stephen King, The Shining, so popular. I really want to read this. I won't be reading The Shining because this one will always be popular and I won't really miss a lot if I don't read it now. So this one is not going to be it. So yeah, I'm going for My Heart is a Chainsaw by Stephen Graham Jones because I have this on my e-read as well, which makes it a lot easier, but also because it sounds really interesting. I love slashers, so I think I will have a great time reading this. Okay, next prompt is this one. Okay, it's a standalone, so I can basically pick whatever. I could pick, if I really want to, either Wuthering Heights, Murder at Bookstore, The Safekeep, Interview with the Vampire. So don't think I will be reading Joe Hill or Stephen King because of quite some thriller-esque books in the stack, so I won't be reading one of those. So I think it's going to be either one of the two, either Wuthering Heights or The Safekeep. I know there are some more prompts in the jar that might fit this one and not The Safekeep, but I don't know which one I really want to read. I want to read both of them. Okay, I'm going for The Safekeep because I've been thinking about this lately. So Jack Edwards has a book club on Fable and he's been reading this one. He also interviewed Jouw van der Woude. So I really want to listen to that interview as well, but then I need to read this book first, and since I'm behind with the book club, I'll just read it now on my own. So yeah, okay, I'm really excited for this one. Yeah, The Safekeep. So yeah, we have 8 books now. I think I'm going to pick 2 more prompts because this is just a lot of fun to do. And I have a really quiet month coming up, so I think I might be able to read all of those books. I'm also in the middle of some other books that I hope to finish very, very soon. But yeah, I'm going to pick 2 more. So the next prompt is going to be this one. That is, ooh, a book with a weapon on the cover. There you go. Okay. So my sister made this prompt, which is really cool, with a weapon on the cover. Okay, I'll have a look and we'll be right back. Okay, so this was a lot harder than I expected, but I found some books with weapons on it. The first one is The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. He holds a weapon, so that counts. Very thick book as well. Really fun. I've been really wanting to read this one. So yeah, that's number 1. Then I also found, let's see, Miss Winter in the Library with a Knife. And here's the knife right there. This is by Martin Edwards. It's kind of book that you have to solve the murder by yourself. As you read along, you will find some clues and just, yeah, you'll be able to solve the murder, hopefully. It has maps in it and stuff like that, so it sounds really fun. So it's quite a Christmassy book, so I actually want to read this around Christmas time. But yeah, it has a weapon on it, so it is a contestant. Maybe this one. Then the third one that I found is also the Solve Your Own Murder. It's literally called Can You Solve the Murder? And it's by Anthony Johnston. Yeah, this is also kind of a puzzle book. It's not Christmas themed, so technically it's not really a weapon, but since the pencil has blood in it, I figured it's used as a weapon. Kind of doesn't really count, but I just wanted to show you, and it's kind of a weapon, so that's why I picked this one as well. And then finally we have Cassandra Clare's Shadowhunter's Clockwork Angel, and he holds a sword. So yeah, at some point I really wanted to read this one, that's why I got it initially. But then it somehow didn't sound like something I'd enjoy. So yeah, I put it away and didn't think about it for quite a time. But then suddenly I really wanted to read it. It's Victorian England. I'm really interested in that era. It's about vampires, the supernatural, about demons. I don't know, now it sounds really interesting. And so yeah, it takes place in London. It's vampires, warlocks, other supernatural folks, and Victorian England. So it sounds like something I'd really enjoy now. I'm going to pick Claire's Clockwork Angel because it sounds like an easier read than, you know, a book in which you have to solve the murder by yourself. I do really love puzzles, and I do really want to read this one at some point, but because I want to read more books this month, I think I should pick something that's easy to read. So I'm going for this one. Okay, and then let's pick the final one, the 10th book. Going for this one. Let's see. It says an author's debut novel. Okay, I actually have to Google some things. I know that this one is Thomas Oldeheuvels' debut novel. It's about a 17th century woman with sewn shut eyes and mouth who walks the street, enters homes and just creeps people out. Sounds really interesting. It's nice to read a Dutch author as well. I have the English version. I also have the Dutch version as an audiobook. So I might pick this one. But I'll have to look which ones are a debut novel as well. Okay, I found a few. The first one, I could pick Interview with the Vampire. I looked it up, it's a debut novel. So yeah, I might finally pick this one. Also, kind of a debut, Wuthering Heights. It's the first and last novel of Emily Bronte, so it kind of counts as a debut. Kind of feels like cheating though, so I don't know if I can pick this one. But I also have It's Not a Cult by Joey Beatty. Also in my 26 books video. This is actually a debut, so this, like Wuthering Heights, feels less like a debut novel, and this is Joey Beatty's first novel. So yeah, It's Not a Cult is about a band and their songs tell the stories of the Soul Cats, fictional northern gods of a small thing, of mishaps and mayhem. Absolutely no one knows what they're on about, but they believe in their music and in each other, and they're happy. It's an adult horror novel. It sounds really interesting. Love the cover. Love Joey Beatty as well. Love his music, love his acting. So I think it sounds more fair to pick this one than Wuthering Heights or Interview with the Vampire. I got this quite recently, and yeah, I'm just really excited for this one. And this one just fits the prompt a bit more than the others. So the final book I will be reading is It's Not a Cult by Joey Beatty. Okay, so those were the 10 books we picked in the end. And the books are It's Not a Cult by Joey Beatty, Cassandra Clare's Clockwork Angel. We have Jael van der Woude's The Safekeep, and My Heart is a Chainsaw by Stephen Graham Jones. Then we also have, let's grab them all, Agatha Christie's Five Little Pigs, Fellowship of the Ring by Tolkien, Hamnet by Maggie O'Farrell. We have Death of a Bookseller by Alice Slater, My Roommate is a Vampire by Jenna Levine, and finally The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. So these are all the 10 books I'll be reading in February. Yeah, let me know how you choose your books. I'm quite a mood reader, but I really wanted to try picking up TBR beforehand and see how much I can read. Hopefully I'll stick to it, but we'll have to see. Let me know if you choose a TBR or are you more of a mood reader. Let me know in the comments below. Please also subscribe and click the notification bell so you get a notification every time I upload. I really enjoy making these videos and I really hope you like watching them, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye!